Pronunciation. Contracted have in the present perfect. Listen to 4 sentences with the present perfect in which of the sentences is have contracted. Contracted is like short form. We can say I have been, or we can say I've been. So let's listen. Where do they pronounce I've or his, maybe, instead of I have, or instead of he has? One moment.
Audio 2.05. 1.
I've never played a video game.
2.
Have you ever performed on stage?
3.
What have you learnt today?
4.
I haven't seen the show.
So which one were contracted?
I think 2.
Number 2.
Yes. No, one.
Okay.
One. Number 1.
Number 1.
I never.
It's like I've never something, I don't remember.
Um,
Which others?
maybe I think 3.
Okay. 2, no, because it was a question. It was like, have you or has he? So it wasn't contracted. And number 4? I think it was also. Let's listen.
Audio 2.05. 1.
I've never played a video game.
I've never played that video game. So that was contracted. He doesn't say I have never. He say I've never played the video game.
2.
Have you ever performed on stage?
Have you ever what?
Performed on stage? Have you ever performed on stage?
Have you ever performed? So have you, it's a full form. We can't use a contraction in a question. So number 2, no.
3.
What have you learnt today?
What have you learned today? It's like, what have you learned today? But have it joined to what? What have you learned today? So number 3.
4.
I haven't seen the show.
I haven't seen the show. I haven't seen the show. Well, haven't, if it's a contraction, I think yes, because it's not like I have not seen the show. It's I haven't seen the show. Okay, and here, letter B, let's complete the sentences with our own ideas and let's read them aloud. Use contracted forms of have where appropriate. So if it's not a question, have you, we can use contractions like I've. No? Here we say I've never instead of have. Or here we can join have to what? What view? Here we can join have and not. We can say haven't. In the question we can't. So my examples. I've never danced tango. Have you ever read an English book? What view? I don't know. What view done interesting today? I haven't seen my brother for 10 years already. Okay, now your examples. Hi, Liliana. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Good, and you?
I'm okay. So, could you continue the sentences, complete the sentences?
I've never traveled abroad. Uh, have you ever took Have you ever took a class of another language? What have you eaten today?
Okay,
I taken. Okay.
taken. I'm sorry, I wanted to say it at the end. It's like, have you ever taken? Because it's take, took, taken. And the last one?
I have not seen any new movie today.
Okay, very good. One, please.
Okay. I never been to Canada. Mm,
Mm,
have you ever eaten sushi?
okay.
Mm, uh, mm, wha- uh, what what you eaten today?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I haven't seen today uh, football match.
Okay. I haven't seen a football match today. Fabian, please.
Um, um, I've never played tennis.
Mhm.
Uh, have have you ever traveled to another country? Uh, mm, what what you uh cook cooked?
Cooked.
No, cook today. Today. Uh, I I haven't seen that movie yet.
Okay. Yeah, if it's ed, so we pronounce it like t after k, cooked. Or for
Cook.
example, watched. We say ed if the verb finished with t or d. For example, what can it be? Um, I don't know what it can be. Well, if it's finished on a voiced sound, for example, solve, yeah. So we add ed and we read it like this: solved, solved. If it finished with voiceless sound, so we read like t, cooked, or for example, watched, and we read like ed when the verb is finished with what it can be. um, like invite, no? It finished with t. Invite, invite. So we add ed and we read it like it, invited, invited. Or for example, invite. What else? If it's like t sound, so we need to read like it, invited. In the rest of the cases, it's usually just t or the, cooked, watched, solved, cleaned, surprised, aquí contracted. Aquí, here also we use ed, no? Because it finished with t. So contracted, we can say contracted. because it's not comfortable. So we say contracted, invited. Mhm. So speaking part, again, movies. So let's find someone who has watched a really frightening horror film. So what was the most frightening horror film for you? I think when I was like maybe 17 years old, 18 years old, I watched uh, uh, I know how is it in English? Like The Call? Yeah, Call to Call. No, it was The Call, or well, there are two movies. Now one is Japanese and another was American one. Uh, and yeah, it was scary in some moments for me. And I was watching alone. I was alone at home. No, I was watching that movie on my computer, on my laptop. So it was really one very frightening moment. So I just turned it off and I wanted to listen the music to, I know, to feel like more relaxed. So I put my playlist, and it was one song that started with the sounds of the call, no, like with this dial, no, like beep beep beep. And it was so scary for me because in the movie it's about the call, no, so someone calls you and you pick up the phone and you listen this beep beep beep, and then it was repeated in one song, but it was just like at random the song, but it was such a coincidence, and I even was carried more after that. But okay, after I realized that it was just a song, it was the beginning of the song. So I think that was the horror film that I've ever watched, and it was really frightening for me. The Call. Yeah. So Liliana, what was a really frightening horror movie for you?
Mm, I can remember a really frightening horror film. I'm really not used to see horror movies. Mm, yeah, I can remember one now.
Okay. So never in one company of friends or something like that, they say, let's watch one horror movie. No.
Mm, no, probably I have seen one, but just like Halloween or movies like that ones that are not really frightening.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Juan, and you, what was the most frightening horror film for you?
Mm, I remember one occasion I see en español se llama La Morgue, no sé cómo se llama en inglés. Eh, es donde guardan como los cuerpos cuando se mueren y los llevan ahí
English,
como...
English, English.
Es que no sé cómo se dice la morgue en inglés.
No, but you said so many words in Spanish that you could use English.
Okay. Ah,
It's the same. Yeah, it's the morgue. Uh-huh.
okay. The morgue. Eh, uh, mm, I was after 2 a.m. and I was very scared because the movie was about mm, some one people worked at night, and
Mhm.
I imagine the ghost uh, mm, would come my house.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, now I'm checking that. It's 2008, The Morgue. No, I've never heard about that movie. Okay. So, Fabian, and for you, what was the most frightening horror movie?
Uh, I hardly ever usually watch horror films, but the last one uh I saw was the Conjuring.
Mhm.
The Conjuring at the cinema, and I scared via met be no, it scared via me a bit.
Okay, it scared me a bit. Conjuring. I think it's because of these scary moments, no, when I know some sounds and you just jump and so on. Okay. So the next one, find someone who has been to the cinema recently. I went to the cinema 1 week ago with my daughter. So we went to watch this Lilo and Stitch. I don't like commercial, usually like commercial movies and so on. But yeah, it was entertaining. Everyone was crying at the end. Yeah, and my daughter was crying, and I wanted to cry too, but not because of movie. I think because of her. Yeah, but it was okay. And you, Liliana, when have you been to the cinema? Have you been to the cinema recently?
Yes, I have been in the cinema last week. Last weekend, I went to see a concert movie of a Korean artist that is called J-Hope from BTS. It was a live viewing movie, so um, a lot of movie theaters have the same movie at the same time worldwide. So it was an interesting experience.
Mm, okay. Is it where did you go? In Mexico or in the USA?
In Mexico.
Ah, okay. And have you ever been to the cinema in the US?
No,
No?
I have heard that here is expensive, so I have
Okay.
never tried. But I think it will be a good experience, so I will try soon.
hmm I wanted to ask if it's the same, for example, about the food and so on, because, for example, in Russia, you could buy just popcorn and the soda in the cinema, and nothing else. I think nachos also. But you couldn't go and buy all these kind of sandwiches, baguettes, and a lot of food. And I went to the cinema in the Ukraine also a couple of times, and they even were like kind of tables, like here sometimes in some kind of VIP cinema. There were some tables, and you even could eat kind of barbecue and all this meat and I don't know pasta, and it was very weird for me. Uh-huh. But here in Mexico also you can order many food and a
Yes,
lot of food. And I wanted to ask the same if you can buy some kind of food in the cinema.
I will try, and I will let you know.
Okay, so thank you, Juan. And you, have you ever
Yes,
been to the cinema recently?
yes, I want to see Lilo Stitch. For me, I was disappointed
Mm-hmm.
because I eh, mm, esperaba, se dice, expected,
No, I was hoping. Yeah, I hoped.
okay, more from the movie. Eh,
So you didn't cry.
eh, ¿Cómo?
You didn't cry at the end.
No, because I feel like the essential of the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I think this movie uh, do you watch with your family?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Fabian, and you? Um, so have you been to the cinema recently?
Yes, the last month I went to see the re-release, relanzamiento, re-release
Okay.
of the Twitter Star Wars with my friends.
Did you enjoy it?
Sorry?
Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, this is the first movie of Star Wars. I like it. I really like it. And
Mhm.
interesting.
Okay. So the next one, find someone who has seen every episode of a TV show. There are some of them. For example, I watched twice, I think, the Desperate Housewives, all the seasons and all episodes. Also, the Big Bang Theory. I like it too much. And some of them, like I like too much, like kind of Simpsons, but I don't think that I watched all episodes. There are a lot of them. Maybe Sopranos, The Sopranos. It's a BBC series, British series. I like it also. I watched it fully. Mhm. Lily, and you, have you seen every episode of one TV show?
Yes, I think the same. I have seen several TV shows. For example, probably the last one was Modern Family. It's a comedy series, so I like it a lot. And I also like Big Bang Theory. My boyfriend is a big fan, so we watch it together. And actually, it's one of my favorites ones too. So I have seen that one's complete.
Okay, very nice. Juan, and you?
Yes, only one in my life. Es móvil, my favorite TV show from my cell phone.
Hmm. What is the name? I didn't
Es
recognize.
móvil,
Okay.
Superman.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see. Fabian, and you?
Um, of the one I like it the most here is Shadowhunters, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and The Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So it's one of the most popular among us. The next one, find someone who has read more than 50 books. Well, yeah, I've read more than 50 books because at school we were reading a lot. We had a literature class, and there for the summer vacation, they always gave us a big list of different books. It was like maybe a list of 100 books, and you needed to read all of them. And after, of course, I also was reading in the university, and now I'm reading not so much, but yeah. And you, Lily, have you read more than 50 books?
Uh, Probably no, but I have read around maybe uh 20 or something like that,
Hmm?
but not a lot of books.
Hmm. I have one. Well, she's my acquaintance. I can't say that she's my friend, but yeah, one girl. I met her when I was working in a coffee shop. So in Russia. And after she became a psychologist, so also we were working with her. I think we have worked during 1 year with her. Well, she made one kind of this challenge, for herself, And 1 year she read 100 books. Yeah, 100 books
Wow.
for that year. After other years, she read like less already. So every time when I was asking her, how did you manage to do this? She was saying that "Mm, every time when we just spend the time scrolling the cell phone, no, she was reading a book. Yeah, so she said that really like during the day, you are able to read, I don't know, 100 pages or even more. Uh-huh. So Juan, and you?
No, uh, I have only read technical books, for example, computation, uh, mm, physics, mm,
Hmm?
mathematics, but really not one just for me. Uh, Maybe I have read 10 books in total.
Hmm. Okay, Fabian, and you? You like reading?
Not 15, but 20 or 30, maybe, yes.
Hmm? Okay, that's nice. The next one. Someone who has played a lot of different video games. Before I used to play, but I stopped to do it, I think, after my university. Before I played The Witcher, I played too much. The Witcher and some kind of strategies and some kind of arcades and so on. I was playing, but well, not anymore. I think I don't have too much time. Maybe if I could have more time, I could play. Lily, and you're just watching how your boyfriend is playing. No?
Yes. And also I have a Nintendo Switch, so we usually play like Mario Party or Overcook.
Mhm.
So we fight while we play.
Okay, that's fun. Juan,
Mm,
and you?
mm, no, and only like my favorite video games is mind games or sport games.
Mhm. Okay, and what about you, Fabian?
Um, yes, usually I play alone or with my friends. Usually play alone, maybe any game of history, main history.
What's your favorite one?
Uh, Actually, is Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Okay.
a is a game. Um, Vaya, Hunter monsters.
Okay.
With my friends is different weapons and different uh eh, estrategias. What is in
Mm.
English?
Strategies.
Strike. Sorry, I repeat me.
Strategies.
Strategies.
Strategies. Strategies.
Strategies. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The next one, who has read or seen a play by William Shakespeare? Well, I read some of them, like Romeo and Juliet, the Night in, I don't know in English. Well, some of them, the most famous, I think, like Lady Macbeth. The same at school we were reading, and then at the university because it was British literature, and we had such subject like an English literature. Mm, I think I've seen a play in the theater in my city, yeah, my hometown. it was like a modern kind of performance because they put Rammstein and so on, but it was Romeo and Juliet. And I think I watched also a classical play, but it was also Romeo and Juliet. And I saw some movies. They were also kind of modern. They were speaking like by these verses, by poems of William Shakespeare. But mm, the set was like modern. Yeah, it was one with Ralph Fiennes. I don't remember which one. What was the name? And another one with Lady Macbeth also it was. And you, Lily, have you ever read or seen a play by William Shakespeare?
Yes, I have seen Romeo and Juliet. I read it as an school assignment. I think it was on high school. So it was homework from literature subject. And also, I barely remember that I saw a play on the theater. So, but I can remember a lot. But I think it was Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, it's like the most common, I think, from William Shakespeare. And you, Juan, have you ever read or seen a play by William Shakespeare?
Uh, it's possible, but I didn't know they were the actor.
Mm-hmm. Was it a movie or a play at the same
Uh,
time?
uh, I see. I swam the movie Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it was one with Leonardo DiCaprio or something like that. When he was young. And I think there should be others also. And you, Fabian?
I uh, only see one movie, but I don't remember the that one very well.
Mhm.
But Romeo and Juliet is a very classic.
Okay, yeah. So, who has acted in a film, TV show, or play? Well, I wasn't. I don't know. I'd like to be maybe, yeah, an actress or something, but in another life because I think for that you should be very active, energetic, and many things that I'm not. And of course, you need to prepare for this. I think since your childhood, like to have some musical lessons and some acting lessons classes. But I think I participated in one play. Probably it was at school and in the university also. But it wasn't nothing like very important, interesting. And you, Lily?
Uh, no, I have never acted in a film or TV show or any play. Uh, I used to be in a poetry club in middle school. So probably that was the most similar thing that I have done in my life.
Mm-hmm. And you, Juan?
Mm, yes, at the school in art class, but I don't remember the name the show.
Okay. And what was your character, or what did you do in the play?
Uh, Act.
But it was like one
The
story.
sorry.
Was it one story that you were someone, like you were a king, or I know you were a tree, maybe?
Mm, uh, uh, mm, I I was the father of the family.
Huh?
Mm,
Okay, so you were a father. Fabian, and you?
Mm, I participated in a play at school. I don't know, remember, but my role was the angry at
Angry?
angry
Yeah.
or yes, angry.
Okay. And the last one. Who has met a famous writer, actor, or YouTuber? Well, I don't know. YouTuber, not. Definitely not. Famous writer, no. But sometimes when I was at school, some local writers, they used to come to school with some lessons, and after they could, I don't know, sell their books or maybe even give us like a gift as a gift their books, but they were not famous. They were just, I don't know, some local writers and actors. No, I don't think so. No, no. Lily, and you?
I meet an actor that was in Money Heist, La Casa de Papel, from Netflix, when he wasn't famous.
What is his name? Oh,
The name, I'm not sure about the name, but the character in the Netflix series is Denver. So I met him in a theater festival that was in my city, but he wasn't famous yet.
okay.
And probably I have met mm, just local uh, artists or presenters from the news or similar things.
Okay. And you, Juan?
mm, yes, I meet Rafael Marquez, famous soccer player soccer player in Mexico, and I meet Ronaldinho and technology talent forum in Mexico City. They were West.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So we speak about the past, so it's I met. And the same for Lily, I met. Mhm.
Okay.
And Fabian, so have you ever met a famous writer?
Mm, when I went to Guadalajara, I met the Spanish voice actor of SpongeBob and the skipper from the Penguins of Madagascar.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So I met the same.
Met.
And when it's present, so we say meet. I meet my best friend every day. And in the past, I met. Yesterday, I met her. Okay. So homework will be in the workbook, page 12. So let's see if we need some audios. So pronunciation, no. We're going to listen it together. And number 1A, complete the conversation with the words in the box. So here you complete, it's like vocabulary, characters, hero, performances. Choose the correct word to complete the sentences. The same, it's vocabulary, fairy tales, plots, types of film. It's easy, you just complete with the which type of film it is, romantic, comedy, action film. Past simple and present perfect grammar. So the sentence below have a mistake. Choose the best option to correct the mistake. The mistake is already underlined. So you just replace it with the correct option. And letter B, complete the blog post with the verbs in brackets in the past, simple or present perfect form. So only two options: past simple, for example, I saw, I met, I went, I took, or present perfect, I have seen, I have gone, I have taken, and so on. And pronunciation, no. We are going to listen together. That one. Okay, so that's it for today. Have a nice weekend. We see each other on Tuesday. Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Teacher.
Bye.
Bye.